My name's Stuart. I am Head of Education for Overworld Academy. The qualifications that we teach are the Level 3 Award in Esports Business and Industry Knowledge, and we also teach the Extended Award, which adds in the tournament organisation as well. We also teach a range of IF courses, which we write and develop here, and then have quality checked through the AIM awarding body. Overworld is an organisation that works mostly around monetising on social media, and we have several different branches that we engage in. We have several different platforms online with an accumulated audience of close to 2 million. We have our YouTube channel, which we place content onto for a younger audience. We have our main gaming stream with our influencer NitroLive DX. We have a large network of streamers that we work with to deliver tournaments to offer advice on content creation and support with kind of networking and growing our own streams. And we also offer a wide range of different education opportunities. So at Overworld, we feel like we have a couple of things that makes us stand out against your sort of traditional further education centre. The biggest one being the fact that we are a trading business. So we currently monetize on social media platforms, which is what pays for the building and pays for our staff. We run the esports live stream. We are constantly involved in content creation and in the actual market. So when you come to study with us, you're not just learning from people that are kind of looking on the outside, you're actually studying inside a centre, which is practicing that at the same time as well. So with the esports, we run the online esports tournaments, we run 6 a week, and with content creation, we're continually doing that, and it's a big part of the monetization of our business. Another thing that makes us stand out, it's kind of linked into the same thing in terms of us being a trading business, but when you study with us, we like to get our learners involved with some work experience alongside it. So for example, if you're taking the Level 3 qualification and you are able to travel into Overworld, we love getting you involved in the tournaments as well. So we'll bring you in, show you how the TV studio works, and then bring you onto an actual live tournament with our paying customers. It's not as kind of simulated, and make it much more real world if we can do. We found the Level 3 qualification to be really, really good. That's the reason we came with AIM, was because when we first signed up, they were like the pioneering first awarding body to actually be offering a formal qualification in esports. They were the first one we found that were able to deliver it. There were other bodies that were working on building these, but at the time when we signed up 2 or 3 years ago, it was the first one to actually have it ready to go. And when we looked at it, it just fitted exactly kind of what we wanted to teach in that qualification. It gave us a great little framework to kind of work through. We did expand on it in terms of our delivery, because obviously there's bits and pieces we see working in industry we wanted to add onto it in terms of value. But they've been a great centre to work with in terms of how we've delivered the qualification, because during the actual delivery of it as well, we've been in contact with our EV, which is the person who checks our accreditation process essentially, and they actually work at a gaming university as well, so they're really connected with the industry too. So it's been great kind of talking to a quality team that really knows what they're talking about and make sure that we're on track with what we're delivering. But yeah, the qualification's been great. It's been a really good sort of structure to work to. It's given us something really detailed to put together, and especially with the extended part of the qualification where we can run a live esports tournament, it's great applying that to our own centre where we have all the equipment. I think our learners get a lot from actually coming in and taking part in and doing the tournaments themselves as well. They really get to contextualise the learning they're doing. The IF qualification has been a bit of a blessing. So there's lots of stuff that we want to deliver and teach, but where we're still a relatively small centre, we're still sort of establishing ourselves and getting ourselves known in the industry. When you go to sort of slightly larger organisations and say, this is our training that we deliver, it's hard to kind of really have yourself established as quality level of what you're doing. So for example, we're hoping to start working with the British Army soon. We're at the very end of our talk with that process. Having the IF kite mark there and having the kind of quality check to show that, this is a qualification which meets the quality expectations of the AIM awarding body has been really, really useful, and has definitely helped us kind of get through to say, hey, we are here, we are a professional training centre, and the quality of what we do is really, really high. If you come and study with us, you're going to have a great experience, and what you learn is going to have real value.
My experience of the qualification is really positive. I find it really easy because obviously it's all online, so I can do it within my own time, and I can space it around all my other work that I'm doing. I'm currently doing a section 1, so I've only really just started the course, but I feel like I've learned a lot already about the industry and how the industry works and how the industry makes money, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the course.
So working with AIM as an awarding organisation, we found them to be really, really supportive and found them to be really, really helpful with the qualifications. Sometimes when you're working in further education, kind of as a lecturer, you find that part of your job is obviously delivering high quality learning to the learners, but you do spend a portion of your job trying to make sure that your paperwork is all kind of correct and everything is crossed and ticked in a perfect way for your standards verifier. With AIM, it's not so much been a going through the motions paperwork type thing. We've got a really good external verifier, very connected in the industry, is currently lecturing at degree level in game development, really knows the industry area, and it's much more of a partnership. It's not so much a case of like, here's our paperwork, please let us pass, don't find any holes in it. It's more a case of we have a conversation, we really work together to make sure that what these learners are achieving is exactly what they need to get into the industry area. I've definitely felt more that when we've been checked, it's more been a supportive process of, how are you finding the qualification? Can we be giving you any more support, and general kind of constructive, helpful stuff, more so than just scrutinising and checking how we're doing. So yeah, it's been really, really good. I found the process really supportive. Any centre looking to work with AIM qualifications, I would highly, highly recommend the awarding body. Anyone who has any kind of formal education training and background, if you have lecturers that have worked with awarding bodies before, the experience with AIM has been refreshingly different. They're incredibly supportive, really, really knowledgeable. The people they have doing their external verification and checking your work are really, really knowledgeable, really supportive and great to work with. The frameworks are really, really interesting and really inclusive. And the awarding body themselves are just really supportive and great to work with. We've not had any problems, and any kind of stuff that we've found difficult, we've always found the support within the centre to help us. So they've been great to kind of help us get started. When I started with Overworld, we didn't offer any formal educational training. I came in as a college lecturer to look at building up the education sector. We weren't on with any awarding bodies, so I kind of wrote all of our policies and procedures and set the centre up. It was my first time doing something of that scale, but AIM's support has been absolutely fantastic and has empowered me to be able to do that. And we're now working not only delivering level 3 qualifications, we're writing our own IF frameworks to deliver. It's just been a great process. I'd highly recommend working with them.